Assalamu alaikum, my dear student, how are you? Hope you are well. This is Muhammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Manston College. I welcome to you all in my another online class. Today, I am going to discuss some MCQ questions related to the chapter Semiconductor and Electronics. I hope this class will help you the better study at your home. Okay, my dear student, let's start our today's class. Let's solve the first MCQ question. The question is, for preparing a p-type semiconductor, pure silicon is doped with. In p-type semiconductor, three valences element are mixed. So we can say three valences element will mix, and aluminium is three valences element. So we can say here, if we dope aluminium, which valence is 3, with this silicon, then we will get p-type semiconductor. Now let's see the question number 2. The question is, in reverse bias, if voltage is increased gradually, then for a particular voltage the current is increased many times, then it's called Zener voltage. It's called Zener voltage. Now question number 3. The question is, a transistor is in common base connection, and if the emitter current is 0.85 milliampere and base current is 0.05 milliampere, then what will be alpha? So if you want to calculate the value of alpha, so we have need collector current and base current, but here collector current is not given. So first of all, we have to calculate the collector current by the formula of emitter current is equal to collector current base current. So from this formula we can calculate here collector current, that is IC equal to IE minus IB. And if you put the value of IE and IB, then after calculation these two value, we will get 0.8 milliampere. Now you can calculate here alpha equal to IC divided by IE. And we already get here collector current and emitter current. Collector current is here 0.8 and emitter current is given in the stem, which is 0.85. So after calculation this expression we will get 0.9, and it has no unit because it's the same ratio. This is the answer of question number 3. Now let's see the question number 4. The question is, what is the symbol of a PNP transistor? This is the base point, this is the collector point, this is the collector point, this is base, and this one is emitter. And in case of PNP transistor, the direction of the current will be inward, that means inside the transistor. This is the symbol of PNP transistor, but the symbol of NPN transistor will be, the direction of the current of emitter will be in the outside. Now question number 5. The question is, what type of semiconductor is placed in the middle of the transistor? If you see the block diagram of a NPN or PNP transistor, then you can see in between two same semiconductor there are in opposite semiconductor. Suppose this is N type semiconductor, this is also N type semiconductor, and this is P type semiconductor, and this will be emitter, that is the input current will input through the emitter, and in output we get here collector. So in middle between two semiconductor, base is placed. So we can say between two same type of semiconductor, a base is placed. I hope you have understood. Now let's see the question number 6, and the question is, if the current amplification factor of a transistor is 0.98 and the emitter current is 1.5 milliampere, then what is the collector current? Formula to calculate here, alpha equals to, alpha equal to IC divided by IE, and alpha is the current amplification factor, whose value is given 0.98, and also emitter current, that is IE, given here. So we can calculate here IC, that is the collector current. So you can write here IC equals to alpha into IE. So if we put the value of alpha and IE, then after calculation we will get the result 1.47, and unit will be milliampere. This is the answer of question number 6. Now question number 7, the question is, energy difference between valence band and conduction band will be less than 1. Will be less than 1 electrovolt. Now question number 8, the question is, transistors are generally used for which purpose? There are different purpose of transistor. Transistors are used in the different purposes, but the most common purpose, number 1, transistor is used as amplifier. And secondly, transistor is used as a switch. These are the common application of the transistor. Now let's see the question number 9, and the question is, if the collector current and the base current of a common base transistor are 0.85 milliampere and 0.05 milliampere, the question is, what is the value of beta? Beta is the current gain, and we know the formula of beta is beta equal to IC divided by IB. IC is the collector current and IB is the base current. Here collector current and base current both are given. So if we put the value of IC, which is 0.89 milliampere, and base current is here 0.05 milliampere. So from both sides we can cancel milliampere, and after calculation this expression we will get the result 17, and it has no unit. So this is the answer of question number 9. Now let's see the question number 10. The question is, there are how many types of transistor? We know there are two types of transistor. One is NPN transistor, another is PNP transistor. So the answer will be 2, and what they are? Number 1, NPN transistor. Secondly, PNP transistor. My dear student, let's solve the question number 11. And this is the mathematical question. Here you can see, by connecting a PNP transistor in common emitter configuration, 0.75 volt is applied in the base emitter junction. When 8 milliampere base current, that is the base current, 8 milliampere base current is found for the application of 1.15, and the base current of 22 milliampere is obtained. For this reason, the emitter current of 16 milliampere is obtained across the external load of 100 ohm. And the question is, what is the current amplification factor? You know the current application factor is alpha. We have to calculate the value of alpha, and you know the value of alpha is IC divided by IE. Here emitter current is given here 16 milliampere, but collector current is not given. So first of all we have to calculate the collector current, but here you can see there two base current, that is base current is changed. So first of all we have to calculate the change of base current. So change of base current will be del IB, and the del IB will be the subtraction of 22 milliampere to 8 milliampere. Then after subtraction we get here 14 milliampere. Now for very common formula, we know the change of emitter current will be equal to the change of collector current and change of base current. And change of collector current is not given here, so we have to calculate the change of collector current, that means del IC, and you can write here del IC equals to del IE minus del IB, and del IE is here given 16 milliampere and del IB is here 14 milliampere. So after subtraction we get here 2 milliampere collector current. Now the final formula, which is current amplification factor alpha equal to del IC divided by del IE. And now if we put the value of del IC, which is 2 milliampere, and del IE, that is emitter current, is given here 16 milliampere, then after calculation we get here 0.125, and it has no unit because it's the ratio of the same quantity. Hope you have understand. Now let's see the question number 12. The question is, generally for what purpose the junction diode is used? Junction diode means PN junction. For PN junction is normally used as a rectifier and as a voltage stabilizer. So for first we can write here as rectifier, and number 2 as voltage stabilizer. Now let's see the question number 13. The question is, in an PN junction for a change of potential difference of 0.2 volt, a change of 5 milliampere current is observed. And the question is, what is the resistance? You know, the resistance is the ratio of voltage and current. So we can write the formula. R equals to del V divided by del I, and here change of voltage is given 0.2 volt, and the change of current is here 5 milliampere, and we have to convert milliampere to the ampere, so we have to multiply with 10 to the power minus 3, and after calculation this expression we will get the value 40 ohm. This is the answer. Now let's see the question number 14. The question is, if a diode is in reverse bias, then its depletion layer, that means when we apply the reverse bias in PN junction, then the depletion layer will be increased. So our answer will be increased. Now question number 15. The question is here alpha is given 0.95 and emitter current is given 1 milliampere. Then what will be the current gain beta, and alpha it's called current amplification factor. So if you want to calculate the beta, we have to need base current and collector current, and here base current and collector current is not given. First of all, we have to calculate the collector current by the formula of alpha. You know the formula of alpha is alpha equal to IC divided by IE. That means the alpha is the ratio of collector current and the emitter current. Now if you want to calculate the collector current, that means IC, so here alpha will be multiplied with emitter current, and after multiplication we will get the result of collector current is 0.95 milliampere. Now by the formula of emitter current, that is IE equals to IC plus IB, by this formula IE equal to IC plus IB, by this formula we can calculate here IB equal to IE minus IC. Now if we put the value of IE and IC, then we can get the value of base current. Here emitter current is given 1 milliampere and collector current we have already calculated, that is 0.95 milliampere. So after subtraction these two value, we will get the base current is 0.05 milliampere. Now we can calculate the value beta, and the formula is beta equals to IC divided by IB, and after calculation this value we will get the answer 19. So this is the answer of the current gain, that is beta, and current gain has no unit because it's the same ratio of the current. Hope you have understand. Now let's see the question number 16. The question says transistor can convert AC current to DC current because transistor is used as a rectifier, because when we apply here AC current and in output of the transistor we get here DC current. So the answer will be transistor can convert AC current to DC current. Now question number 17. The question is, what is the symbol of the diode? Diode is one kind of PN junction, and the symbol of the diode will be like this. This is the symbol of the diode, and this point will be positive and this point will be negative. Now let's see the question number 18. The question is, what is the relation between current amplification factor and the current gain? That means what is the relation between alpha and beta? And the relation between alpha and beta is beta equals to alpha divided by 1 minus alpha. This is the relation between alpha and beta. Now question number 19. The question is, majority charge carrier in p-type semiconductor is what? You know, when we apply or when we dope 3 valences element, that means aluminum in p-type semiconductor, then its conductivity will increase. That is why we can say here the majority charge carrier of p-type semiconductor is hole or positive charge. Hole considered as the positive charge. Now let's see the final question. The question is, what will happen in Zener effect? In the reverse bias, we can see Zener voltage. That means the voltage through which the current will increase gradually, or current is increased the many times than before. In that time, the resistance of these diodes will be decreased. That is why the current will be increased many times. So here we can say resistance will be decreased. So this is the answer of question number 20. So my dear student, that's all for today. I hope all of you have understand in my today's lecture that I have discussed in my today's class. But if you have any problem related to our today's MCQ class, then you may ask your subject teacher. Thank you for being with me. Stay safe, stay home.